relaxes your body. You should try it. It really does work. Deep breath, let it out, take the club back. Just looks like a 5-iron. Nah, he's pushed it. Left as he pulled it. Oh, I think that's lucky. I think that's lucky. It's come out of the trap. He's got plenty of green. He can run it right across there, but that was a poor shot from Brandon. He's not had many today.
Ninth tee, it's a blind shot here. Looking to find this the top flat part of this fairway. Oh, he's drilled that one. Look at the run on that. Oh, he's gone down over the hump.
That's just incredible where that ball is. Incredible where
with
that
an
is
iron.
gone with an iron. And it doesn't even just beautiful turn back. Now, this is the new way. This closed club face at the top, left wrist bowed out, and from here he just brings it straight back down. And look at the club face point, straight at the sky. Nothing changes. Just pulls it all back down, and it's so square from there to there. It's extraordinary. My father would be turning in his grave if I told him you want to shut the club face at the top. But John Ram, Johnson, there's a lot of them at it, and it's magnificent.
Oh, it just stalled up that little ridge.
Mick Stenson headed into the greenside bunker at the 6th. He's come out to here, so this is for par now, having made such a fast start. The defending champion is going to drop one shot there at best.
Sergio, touch off the left, might even come back to the left at the end. Early. That's okay.
It's amazing all the different versions of the claw grip. 10 years ago, if you'd seen somebody using that on tour, you would have thought, well, he's got some kind of physical ailment holding the putter like that. And it's just, well, so many guys using it. Maybe it's the way of the future.
Up to the 15th, and Brandon Grace right on the top of the little hump to the left of the 15th green. Chipping a putt for a birdie 4. Get it to 3 under.
Connolly there, young Connolly from Canada, he's only 20. He uses the claw grip, or pencil grip is one of them. What a scorecard, isn't that gorgeous? Oh, what a chip in here would do to that card. Playing with Jason Duff now, who's three under for the day. Completely overshadowed by Grace's excellent goal. This Hawkeye is amazing, the way they shade the bumps, and it lets you see how many there are there. Thank goodness it doesn't look like that when you're playing. You'd never think you get it within 20 feet. This is not that bad. It'll definite chance of getting it stone dead, maybe even holding it. Not a difficult chip at all under normal circumstances. He's pushed it a little bit, 8 feet for his birdie. Thought it would break right to left, it didn't.
Does love a chat, Gracie. Zach just stands by quietly and just listens.
Just a wedge for Dustin Johnson into the 9th. Not a hard one either.
disappointing, to be honest. He's been just rifling the iron shots in. And with a wedge, you would have expected to get that within 10 or 12 feet maximum.
Fowler, third tee. 6 iron. Hates it. It didn't look that bad. Oh, it was though. Another poor one from Fowler. There are a few errant ones so far.
I mean, the bunker on the right doesn't really come into your thinking, does it? Or shouldn't do anyway. It's the ones on the left-hand side where the pin is located today that are much more dangerous. That's why a lot of players have hit it past the hole. Sergio has pushed it as well.
Just come out of it a little bit, took 5 yards off it. A simple chip across the green, no problem for Sergio.
Up to the 7th, and Stenson.
Brandon Grace. 2 under par, 4 behind. This was birdie. This would be 7 under for the round. He won't be thinking that though. He's thinking 6 under's leading. I'm 2 under. Probably not even thinking that. It's just one shot at a time. If you can alienate yourself from everything else that's going on around you, that's the perfect scenario. Just to get to 3 under. Oh, that was so close. How did it miss left, Tony? That was outside right, about a foot short of the hole. Great effort, but it's a par. Just a par.
That was halfway up my chair there.
Brought to you by Hero Maestro Edge, Style Hatke, in association with the new Corolla Altis, the global sedan.
Sergio. Back foot. Hands well ahead. Little nudge and run. And keep running. Pretty good.
An amateur plant. Another eagle putt at 17. He'd won at 15. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, no. What a shame. Good birdie though. Puts him 1 under on the day. Great performance. We'll see him soon. 25 though. It's time to turn pro.
To Stenson. Dropped a shot at 6. And doesn't get it back at 7. He'll have to settle for a 3.
Oh dear. Body at right angles to the downslope. That's the right way to play these shots. miss there. I think that might have actually hurt him. I think it might have ended up a little closer.
The ball should have been marked. It really annoys me that when players don't mark it round the hole. If Fowler blades that ball and it hits that ball and stops. If he thins that ball and stops it stone dead, he's stealing 2 shots off the field when the ball shouldn't be there. Anyway, I'm sure they'll get it right someday. They'll start penalising them for. It's an advantage to the player that shouldn't have.
World number 2, Hideki Matsuyama, is about to get underway. He's playing with Russell Henley. Played beautifully yesterday in the rotten conditions. Matsuyama battled away, struggled at the 17th, double drop there.
This is game number 31. On the tee from Japan, Hideki Matsuyama.
Well, he is almost single-handedly helping to put Japanese golf right back on the world golfing map at the moment, Matsuyama. He's got everything.
On the tee from the USA, Russell Henley.
Won earlier this season on the PGA Tour.
Terrific exhibition of striking yesterday from Henley. He really did have it on a rope. Just an iron off there. But it's a long one and in good position for that back right-hand flag.
Yeah, he's a pretty understated character, but goes about his business well.
Tee, Brandon Grace, driver. Good shot set from the caddy, should be perfect. Oh, it's a long one too. Very good.
Dustin Johnson trying to avoid the bunkers at the 10th. He's got the little lean going. It's heading right. There are a couple of bunkers down there. But he's fine.
A little lighter bit, about 2 feet in front of his ball is the downslope to the bunker, so that pulled up nice and quickly for him.
Zach Johnson at the second for a birdie. Oh yes. Parred the first, so he's back to even par.
Oh, hello. He's got some support out there. Shot a 75 on day one, Zach Johnson. Wonderful 66 yesterday. Here's Beef.
I do wonder if he goes to bed at night and has that sound ringing in his head.
Apparently he's going to get a beard trim at the end of the week. It's not coming off. He's going to stick with the beard, but he's decided it's getting a little too long in places. Matt Kuchar playing in the final 2-ball today with Jordan Spieth. Still an hour and a half or so before they go out.
Turned into a fabulous competitor, Butcher. Week in, week out is there. Not a prolific winner. That may be to come. You keep banging on the door. It's going to open one day. Gabriel Bale's caddy in the background there. Column. Been out here for a long time. Winner last week with Gabriel Bale. Is that Mr. Ledbetter in the background there?
It is indeed. Rafa works with him under his watchful eye.
David Ledbetter, I suppose, maybe most famously the man who worked with Nick Faldo to rebuild his swing.
Yeah, made both of them. Now, great, 16, easy pin. 16 on 4 left. He's looking right at it there. He's not thinking about it, but we are. Come on, 2 birdies, 62. Started it right. Is he drawing it? No, he's left it out there. 20 feet probably.
A disappointing second for Gracie. Disappointing for us unless he pops it in.
Fifth, Ricky Fowler having a go at the green. Lovely balance, lovely swing. He likes it. It's where they're aiming at is blind. He won't know what the ball's going to do up here. Oh my, it's going to go in for an albatross, is it? Is it? Oh, what a shot from Fowler. That is a par 4, you know. My goodness. That's a gimme eagle. Oh, I've never seen an albatross. Well, I have. Louis Oosthuizen at the Masters, but that was majestic. Watch this. Lovely swing, great rhythm. He can't see it. He knows he's hit it roughly where he wants it to be, but watch where it lands, right at it. Oh, it's pitched in there like a 5-iron. It looks like it's going in now. Just tails off. Misread it. Never mind. Fantastic, Ricky. Thank you. Garcia made 2 yesterday. On that hole, so watch Johnson. Second into the 10th. That's a good one. Excellent. Another chance for Johnson.
It's all beginning to hot up a bit, isn't it, out there? Excellent stuff. Here's Matsuyama, second into the opening hole.
Playing with Thomas Peters, who just beat him with a...
Blue next. Thank you. Audio here from Red. Nice scenic next.
Kang for birdie. Great tee shot at the 4th. Yep, great stuff.
To the 11th, and DJ. bunker down on the left-hand side. And some rough, which he's found. Looks to be lying okay.
It's okay in the distance, he said. He can virtually throw it on the green from there.
Grandstands by 18. Brandon Grace with a chance to make history. He's playing the 17th. And a nice touch from the R&A coming down this closing hole. I don't know if you can just see, bottom left-hand corner of your picture, it's the autograph or the signature of Roberto Di Vincenzo, who won the Open Championship in 1967 down the road at Hoylake. On the other grandstand, they've got Arnold Palmer's signature, who won here at Birkdale in 1961, followed it up at Troon the next year. Both sadly departed over the last 12 months or so. And the R&A paying tribute to a couple of their former champions.
Roberto Di Vincenzo, what a wonderful man he was. What a stupid I am when he, at the Masters, when he lost it to Bob Goldie by signing for the wrong score. One of the most popular winners ever at Hoylake in 67, I think it was. What a gorgeous player he was. Swings that came from that. Cabrera, Angel Cabrera, Masters champion. Great players that follow the swings of the champions of the younger years. Christy O'Connor in Ireland.
Did either of you ever get to play with Arnold Palmer?
Yeah, many times. Many times. I am that old. The great Arnie. I remember the first time I saw him, 1972, but Muirfield. Walked onto the putting green, just swathed in cashmere, and just looked like a king. I mean, I had goosebumps on my arms the size of eggs looking at him. No wonder we couldn't beat them in those days.
This is Denmark's Torbjørn Olesen with a birdie putt at the difficult 6th. That's one against the head.
Opened up with 5 pars. Rolls that in. 1 over par. There's much gap closing going on out there between the pack and the leaders. Here we go. Big moment for Brandon Grace.
Pin's just 19 on 4 left, just over the hump in the middle of the green. It is accessible. It's on the same level as where Harrington hit that wonderful 5-wood. The last time the Open was here, stone dead. It's very accessible pin, Tony.
Sure is.
Are you happy? Yeah. It's a perfect club, eh? Yeah, it's perfect. Just a good raven, B. That's good raven. Nice, good raven. Yeah, club. Get the bounce. Up.
Right over it. Settle.
Right at it, as you say, Don. My, what a wonderful iron shot. Be right. Funny how he went from be right to get down very quickly.
Shades of Howell Sutton. Be the right club today.
TPC Sawgrass. It was awesome, and it was. Now Dustin, you can see the ball beautifully there. Not a difficult shot. Not a long one. He's just on the right, so he's on the right half of the course to go for it. He's turned it over. It's okay. Getting better. It's only 25 feet.
Well, let's wander back to the first tee. Bubba Watson's down there. He's playing with Rafael Cabrera Bello, the Spaniard. Here's Bubba.
This is game number 33. On the tee from the USA, Bubba Watson.
.68 on the opening day. A couple of double bogeys on the card yesterday, but he still managed a round of 72. Couple over the card.
They're ruining that because it probably started 70 yards out of bounds right and cut back. Beautiful drive from Bubba.
On the tee from Spain, Rafa Cabrera-Bello.
The beard is gone. He looks better, I think.
Well, he must have heard Mark James earlier on saying you don't win an Open Championship with a beard. Won last week in Scotland. Third European Tour victory. Slightly more conventional than Bubba.
Bubba's real name, Jerry Lester Watson. Dad nicknamed him Bubba after Bubba Smith, an American footballer.
He's a good basketball player. His wife may have played, certainly college basketball. I'm not sure that she was a pro basketball player as well. Sporting family. And Rafa comes from a great golfing family as well. His sister was a European Tour player, ladies European Tour.
And brother, now Fitzpatrick. Well done, Fitz. Not sure what hole that was. We'll let you know.
Hey.
Bogeyed 6 after his eagle at 5. A nice birdie at 8.
Martin Keimer with an eagle putt. 6 over, so this would help an awful lot. Well done, Martin. Getting back to even for the day. Garcia, ball below his feet. He's going to expect it to come out left to right, and he's going to actually play it for that.
Good.
Looks like it's pretty straight at it. Settle. It's okay from an awkward stance.
Dustin. Probably a foot left to right. Oh, it's more, it's much more. Or maybe it was just a foot. Just a par for Dustin on 11. He remains 4 under for the day.
Up to 17, the man of the moment, Brandon Grace. 7 under to this point on his round. Eagle putt here at the 17th. Standing on the verge of history. It's not a straightforward putt, Sam.
No, over a slight slope and down, but not a difficult putt. He won't have to worry about hitting it hard enough. It'll quite a quick putt from halfway down. This is ridiculous watching this. It's exciting, isn't it?
Got those goosebumps again.
Absolutely. This to go 9 under this, you know. I'll show you the shading on the green. Perfect surfaces. Look at that there. Ball rolls just beautifully over them. Only 10 on the stints meter this week, so not too quick. 7 birdies so far. And this for eagle. It's off the right, over the hill. Come back. It's okay, it's stone dead. We have a par for a 62. On the cusp of history. Well done, brilliant. They all know, the whole crowd know, everyone knows.
Brought to you by Hero Maestro Edge, Style Hatke, in association with the new Corolla Alt.
Get it on the short stuff, Gracie. Get it on the short stuff. That's all we're asking you to do.
Yeah.
That's fine. In fact, that's better than fine. That's miles down there.
I don't think we can get to that other one. No, it's out there, 340.
Adrenaline must be pumping.
That's a big club to hit there, Tony, driver. In the
Absolutely.
situation he's in, as we go back to the other man on form today, Johnson. Tee shot at 12. Tough pin today, right up in the back right-hand corner. Tees up. He's pulled it a little bit. Catch the back of the green, maybe. Settle. Not his best. But very dangerous pin. You can see the hill on the right there. Thick rough up there.
Long birdie putt for Sergio at 6. Down the hill. Double breaker. Might try to come back at the end, but not enough. Excellent touch, though. Oh, you can't complain about that. And he's not. Just so nice to see Sergio looking this happy on a golf course. His first major. What a difference. Oh, Sam, how do you like this one?
I don't think it's that. If it had plugged, it would mean horrific. It's not that difficult for him. Land on the downslope there, runner up and over. Touch more. Good shot from Cabrera Bale.
You make it sound so easy. I love you. Love listening to you.
You're not supposed to tell people that. Douglas Donnelly back in the box. Exciting times, Dougie.
It certainly is, Sam, yeah. Something that no one has ever seen before. And hopefully we're about to see it. You almost don't want to jinx it by talking too much about it until that happens, because it's not an easy hole. He's hit a great drive, though. Surely. After 31 63s. 31. No one's ever got 62. Amazing.
I don't want to put you under pressure. How many different people?
Good question. 29, I think.
This was a 29.
I think so, yeah.
So there's going to be 29 very unhappy people in about 10 minutes.
So,
33, that's extraordinary, Dougie.
yeah, 31 63s. Yeah. So as Brandon prepares to finish his round and hopefully make history, Bubba at the start of his, and he's judged this pretty well.
I think that's maybe why he hasn't done well in links golf, Sam. I think he's seriously short on patience.
Yeah, I don't know what he's getting upset about there.
I thought it was a decent shot.
Yeah. Johnson's second shot at 11. He shot at 12, sorry, over here. It's not far away. Is it going to reach? Is it going to reach? Not quite. Right in the middle again. So pars at 10, 11, 12. A slow start to the back nine, out and 4 under.
Rafa to save his par. Just have a step back and a little look. Just get the visualization spot on.
Well done to Rafa.
Like a dartboard. Happy, Andrew. As long as you're there for Stone or someone, then that's good for me. Stone tries to start calling them. They're staying here.
It's a lovely pin to get it close, just in a little bowl there on the back right, but up at the green, putts for birdie.
No, need that one.
Oh yes, sirree. Nice start. Really no pace. That was downhill the last 12 feet.
He's going to take the conveyor belt to the next tee, forget the lifts.
Oh, guys, here we go.
164 yards left for Brandon Grace. Is this to be the scene of a moment of golfing history?
The left-hand guy. Yeah, on it. Perfect.
Nice, concise discussion and directions there with Zach.
Yeah, you like it when you hear the word perfect.
It's plenty clubby.
He wants to hear it in about 20 seconds.
Such a likeable character too, Brandon. Everyone will be delighted for him. You'll be delighted whoever it was, but he's got an awful lot of friends in the game, Gracie. Come on, knock it into the heart of the green.
Loves it. It's right on it, I think. Sit. Oh no. Well, pumped up, a bit like Tom Watson's second into the 18th at Turnberry. Just pumped up. Just cannot believe it carried that far.
And you know what I thought of, Sam? Last year, Royal Troon, Phil Mickelson, back of the 18th. He had a chance of a 62. And from the same sort of position, somehow left the putt on the edge. I really hope that doesn't happen again. Back to 7 and Garcia.
Back to just normality for a little while. Garcia. Come on, Sergio. Oh, that's all right. That's all right, Sergio. Fantastic. Second birdie in 3 holes. 2 under for the day. Back to level par. Great putt from Sergio.
You just get the feeling, and we've had it for a couple of hours now, this could be one of the great days at the Open, couldn't it?
Russell Henley at the first. Oh, he's off and running. He's off and running. Lovely birdie.
And here's the reception for the 29-year-old South African, Brandon Grace. Just a few weeks ago, he made a donation to the Knysna appeal in his native Southern Cape after the town had been blighted by awful forest fires. His donation was at 1.5 million rand to the appeal. He also went down and visited some of the people who had lost their homes. He's that kind of guy. Goodness, what on earth has gone through his mind? What is it they say? Stay in the moment. Don't think about the consequences. Just 2 putts.
Playing with Jason Duffner, I don't know where he's gone. Nah, 13th tee, Dustin Johnson, just a 3-wood. Oh, that's a way right. That's a way right. That's a poor one. That's thick rough over the traps.
So in that case, it's just down the left for 3 with the crane. Is that right? My feeling just down here a little bit.
Yeah, you should be getting a little help, so just your steady away, really.
Just 2 putts. Not a humongously difficult putt, Tony. Just Just get the speed right, really. Get it within 2 feet.
Yeah, it's just, he's coming up that little ridge on the fringe. I think he'll go walkabout. He'll walk all the way up there just to try and get a better view of the line, as you say, for pace. Try and feel it. There'll be quite a big South African contingent around this 18th green supporting him. A lot of people come over for the Open Championship from down south, and I think the majority of them will know what's at stake here with a 2-putt. That's the way to do it. Full 360 in a situation like this. Have a look at it from every angle.
I don't know how many years the record's been. It's a long number of years. It's been 63, but wouldn't it be ironic if he does 2-putt it for 62 and Dustin Johnson makes 5 birdies for 61 and he only held it for half an hour.
Got an interested spectator here sitting just behind me. Thomas Bjorn coming in here in a minute. He is one of those 63s at Baltusrol. And he reckons Gracie's going to hold this.
It's not quite that dramatic, but that's close enough, surely. Brandon Grace, one short putt for a 62, the first ever made in a major championship.
Poor Jason Duffner, he's got this putt for 65.
You can always sense the atmosphere in the crowd. They don't want to get too excited. They're holding back. They're waiting for the moment the putt drops, as they have to. Even Zach's smiling. Can you believe it, boss? Let's just finish it off.
Well, this was 65 now for Jason. Comes off the right, off that, about 8 feet in front of him. Four birdies, no bogeys so far for Jason. Come on, come on, come on. Well, 66, Jason Duffner, excellent day, excellent day. He may go down in history as the man who played with.
Well done, Jason Duffner. What a 2-ball. Neither man has dropped a shot. Jason Duffner back to even par for the championship, but now it's all about this man, Brandon Grace. 10 career wins. 4 of them in 2012. That's when he really exploded onto the world scene. So this is it. This is the putt. The putt which many have had, but none have held for a 62 in a major championship. And he's done it, of course he has. What a round of golf. What a moment for Brandon Grace.
Brought to you by Hero Maestro Edge, Style Hutke.
Great shot there from Dustin. Well, that for his par, he's 4 under today. As Tony said, the man that's record's just been broken, Thomas Bjorn. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that was very interesting watching that. Delighted for Brandon. It's nice when golf is like that.
Yeah, never nice to see your name erased from the record books, Thomas, I suppose, but you'll not be too upset. Jordan Spieth will go out as the leader of the Open, but Brandon Grace is now in second place after a 62. Remind me, how close were you to 62, Thomas?
No, I had a chip from the back of the green on the 18th at Baltusrol for 62, but it was never really had a chance of going in, but it was I only had a short putt for the 63.
You'd be happy enough with that, I would imagine.
Oh, certainly on that golf course, that's for sure.
I've been saying Dustin's 4 under. I forgot he'd birdied 10. He's 5 under for the day, Dustin Johnson. Sorry about that.
Well, that's the thing. We've been saying it for several hours now. When we saw the weather conditions, and you feel that, well, there's got to be a low number, and it's a par 70. So let's remember it's 8 under par rather than the normal 10. So we always felt there was a chance today, and of course, fantastic for Gracie. Let's hope nobody steals his thunder, because yeah, we could have another one.
3 birdies from Dustin.
Not asking a great deal of the world number one, is it?
Well, not when he's hitting irons into the 2 par 5s to come. And here he is for his par. Drove it in the right rough. Had to lay it up to about 70 yards. 3rd to here. That's for his par. Not much break, maybe a fraction off the inside the hole, right. A great putting stroke, very smooth. Back and through. Excellent stuff from Dustin. He stays -2, 4 behind. 5 under for the day. And the excitement just builds to it. Just here comes Rory.
And how well has Rory McIlroy done after that awful first 6 holes on Thursday? Right back in contention. God, what fun we're going to have over the next few hours, Thomas, eh?
Oh, it's going to be fantastic, and certainly this 2-ball. It's bomber's paradise. Rory's long, but Gary Woodland that he's playing with is equally long. And they're going to have fun out there today. It's I was wandering around the golf course a while ago, and it's just magnificent weather out there. Calm, warm, and watching the leaderboards with all those birdies, they'll all be gearing up for it. They know they're going to go out and have to play attacking golf to get anywhere today, so I think we're going to be in for a lot of fun.
Woodland's got a magnificent swing, Thomas, hasn't he? It's so powerful looking, as you say, hits it a mile, but it doesn't look like it can go wrong. But he's not really a prolific winner. Is there a reason? No, bad putter?
Yeah, sometimes thinks his short game maybe lets him down a little bit. I put him in that category of people with Dustin Johnson and Brooks Koepka. He just wanders around like there's not a care in the world, and great golfer, beautiful golf swing, hits it a long way. Just sometimes he doesn't quite get it done on the greens, I think.
And as for Rory, of course, well, he's already won a claret jug. Now Watson at the second.
This has to fall in. He's got a reasonable amount of time to get to the hole and 10 seconds to wait. It's not oscillating, it's still... Yeah, there he is. It's not going to fall in. Well done. Just the par. Do you know, with Gracie's round, I feel like the day's finished. I'm drained. That was extraordinary what we just watched the last hour. And we've got another 5 hours of more of it.
You can't beat the Open. You really can't. Greatest tournament in the world.
Yep.
As we watch Paul Casey on 14, 1 under for the day, Paul. This is a tight flag, this. I can tell you from personal experience that bunker front right is deep. Straight over the flag. Beautiful golf shot from Paul.
Had a couple of tweets about the shirt. Someone saying, how is he allowed to wear that in the Open? If I wore that at my golf club, they wouldn't let me in the front door.
Unless you swung like him.
Yeah, I think it's okay, actually. I don't mind that at all. But conventionally, it would be frowned upon at some golf clubs.
Dustin just 7 or an 8 iron down the hill for him.
Oh, I just turned it.
Just turned it left. Only about 20 feet left of the pin, no more. Yeah, t-shirts are not allowed, but it's a new style from Nike. It's almost like the old turtleneck, which is allowed with just a wee V cut out of it. I think it's fine too. I have no problems with t-shirts either, as long as they look smart.
I think these are changes that we really have to consider for the great game of golf. We've got to attract younger people, change some of the old conventions.
This is game number 36. On the tee, from the USA, Gary Woodland.
World number 48. 4 top 10s in the PGA Tour this year. They were all early in the year, though. He's been in pretty disappointing form recently. His 6th Open Championship, he's never missed a cut. And his best was last year at Royal Troon when he was tied for 12th.
Not too bad there.
On the tee, from Northern Ireland, Rory McIlroy.
He hit a 3-wood 375 yards down this hole yesterday. He's got driver today. Staying aggressive. Maybe it's 3-wood, I'm not sure. Tell you in a sec, or you'll see in a sec.
Yeah, that's all right. And the crowd certainly want him to go low today. Getting right behind him off his first tee.
Really interesting, the psychology of it, Thomas. I know we're all fascinated by that. What JP said to him in the 6T on Monday. What's all this about? You're Rory McIlroy. Come on. And very reminiscent of what Billy Foster said to Lee Westwood in Dubai when he said, hey, you're the best player here. Go out and prove it. Sometimes you just need someone to remind you how good you are.
Sam, you're the best player I've ever played with.
Very kind of you, Thomas.
It's funny you should say that. Sam said the same to me.
Poulter has it right. When he was asked why he doesn't have a sports psychologist, he said, well, why should I pay someone to tell me how good I am when I know how good I am? And if you can do it yourself, it is the better way. You're not alone out there. You've got yourself to sort out your problems. I'm not saying that you're wrong to have a psychologist. Absolutely not. That's each to his own. But if you can do it on your own, it's got to be better in my book.
Look at that scoreboard. Brandon Grace, 62. I've never seen that in a major before, ever.
Long putt across the green for Johnson. He's pulled his tee shot down the hill at 13. This for birdie. Is to get to 6 under on the day and 3 behind the leader. Don't think it's going to swing back that much, but lovely judgment of pace again. He's had no work to do at all today for his 5 under. An exemplary golf.
Well, it wasn't much of a 40th birthday for Casey on the golf course. 77 yesterday. Look at those scores yesterday by comparison to today.
Here we are with Woodland and McIlroy. Gary Woodland, as you see, in his left-hand rough. Great angle though. Probably almost a better angle than Rory, but Rory is in a shorter cut of rough, closer to the green.
That's fine. Keep it at the left side of the stands there. Okay? Wind's off your left, a little bit in.
Just want to land this on the front edge of the green and try and release it down the green out of the rough.
As Thomas said, needed to land it a little bit shorter than that coming out of the rough. Just a touch of a flyer. McIlroy's in the first cut, so not nearly as much rough between the club face and ball when he hits it. He should be able to get a lot of grip on the ball. The second to the first. Well, it's what we hoped for, it's what we expected, and it's what we got. Magnificent shot from McIlroy. Off and running.
It's funny because...
Brought to you by Hero Maestro Edge, Style Hutke, in association with the new Corolla Altis, the global sedan.
And the last part of this putt's very similar to where McIlroy is, so he'll be over and watching his ball going down to the hole. Now Woodland first for a birdie. There's McIlroy coming in. Look at him, look at him. Let me see what it does. Totally legal. You're not allowed to stand behind the player as he's hitting it, but as soon as he struck the putt, you can move right in behind it and watch what it does as it's going down. Unfortunately, he left it short and didn't give him any help whatsoever, but he was there to see it.
4 holes to go for Dustin Johnson. Two of them par fives, and he needs 3 birdies to match Brandon Grace's achievement.
Sean Norris on his Open debut.
Yeah. It's going. Can I go back on goal, please? Oh! Goal next, Danny Willett.
Sean Norris trying to make his 3rd birdie in 5 holes. A bit of fade on this. Oh, beautifully read. It's hurtling up the leaderboard. Great performance by a South African to
Tommy Fleetwood
first open to make the cut.
Steve, and we shall see who is there. Connolly and Ramsey.
This is game number 37. On the tee from Canada, Austin Connolly.
Just 20 years old, he's dual nationality. Canadian, US. His first Open. Hasn't he done well? He's made the cut. And he's high on the leaderboard.
And that is inch perfect.
On the tee from Scotland, Richie Ramsey.
I think it's time for you two to get excited now.
Yeah, good to see Richie challenging in the Open. He's not got a great record in the Open, to be absolutely honest. This is his 7th. He's missed the cut 4 times, and he's never even hit a top 50. But he's been playing really well the last couple of weeks. Second in Ireland, obviously the highlight to get him into the Open. We wish him well today. Richie's caddy, Julian Phillips, the ferret, as he is to everyone's a member of Hillside, just over the fence.
Second tee, McIlroy, just an iron. We heard a good shot from someone up there, but touch left, needs to come out of there. That's okay.
He would prefer to be down the right hand side of this fairway with that pin position, tucked on the left. Gary Woodland going with the same option, iron for accuracy.
Low hooker trying to hook it up, but it's just started it too straight. Needed to start that down the right edge with that much hook. It's a poor one there from Gary Woodland. Just 2 matches to go. Kepka, Poulter, and then Kuchar and Spieth.
Brandon Grace moves into a tie for second now, and Dustin Johnson has moved up to sixth. Some really impressive scoring today. 365, Sean Norris, Scott Hand and Jason Day. We've had 366s, Drysdale, Leishman and Fleetwood. And I suspect there's going to be a few more before we finally head home tonight. Ricky Fowler and Ross Fisher both a couple under today early on, still in the front nine of their rounds. Great to see Tommy Fleetwood battling back the way he has after that terribly disappointing first round. Really brave par at the last to make the cut.
Russell Henley at the sixth. Second shot up on top of the mound and just hacking it back into the fairway, hopefully. That's it, playing with Matsuyama, whose ball you can see in the top of your screen. Perfect tee shot for him.
About a fraction down there, it's 31 down. Yeah. 58. This is 9 on. Is it 8 on or 9? 8 on. 8, 9 minus 158 is 16. A little bit hurt from the line. Yeah, not a lot more, just a little bit. Doesn't feel that jumpy from there. Yeah. Would want to fix this then. 164. See those 7.
There's a staggering fact there. 674 shots better than round 2 from the field today. Mind you, the weather yesterday was absolutely horrible. Foul day.
Okay, that's fine then. If you like that, you've got your target down there. Yeah.
Just looking a little bit fidgety and nervous, Richie, isn't he, Sam?
Yeah, well, first hole, third round, third last match in the Open. You're going to be nervous. He's a very good player, Richie. Good swing. Keeps it on line. Good lie he's got here. Liar, maybe pulled it back left, probably. Ooh, that's ugly. Tough chip from there. Not the thick stuff.
Yeah, that won't be too easy. This is a much better position for young Connolly from the middle of the fairway. Yeah, the world doesn't face him yet.
It's a good swing, Tom. It's very good from the top into the ball.
Yeah, it's got good pace to it, and I was impressed with him yesterday. I thought he went about his business in a fantastic way. Nothing really fazed him. Just kept going, and he's good rewards from it now.
Back down to second, Gary Woodland from the left rough. Not a bad lie, but that is a flying lie. The flyer is when grass gets between the ball and the club at impact. It creates topspin. You took that a bit heavy. Pulled it. Oh, Ross is up in the crowd. Oh, watch your heads. Well, I think he's going to end up where they're all sitting, so it shouldn't be a bad lie at all. When you're missing the green at the open by 40 yards, you're lucky to find it normally.
Huge galleries again. The open record is 239,000 at St Andrews. They were anticipating about 225 for Birkdale. Might be more than that.
McIlroy, 168 to go. Not too bad at all. Not the easiest pop up and over there. A lot of break left to right.
Straight at it though, which is another good sign that Rory's swing is right in where he wants it. Right in gear.
This man might get a bit of a welcome.
You'll not hear it, he's still got his music on. Still got his earphones in.
Yeah, there's noise reduction and there's noise reduction, isn't there?
Second to 6, Matsuyama. We saw Russell Henley hack out the left rough. This is the second. Oh, gorgeous shot. Thomas, you know Pilch well. What do you think the music he's listening to? I love you, Ian.
Oh, he likes the attention, doesn't he? I think it calms him down. It's not everybody's cup of tea, that. You know, you go to a Ryder Cup with him and there's loud music in the locker room and in the team room in the morning. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Some guys like sitting in a corner and just doing their own thing, but he comes in and it's party time from 6 o'clock in the morning. That's the way he likes it. That's the way he likes to prepare, getting himself up for it. Richie Ramsey here on the first. Not in the greatest of positions. He's talking a lot to his caddy over that second shot, I thought. Don't want to ground the club too much there, and ball might move. Good shot, this. Well done.
It's quite fortunate the rough was going with him there, so able to not have to hit it so hard.
The penultimate match in the third round of.
Brought to you by Hero Maestro Edge, Style Hatke, in association with the new Corolla Altis, the global sedan.
Wow.
Thanks.
तुम नहीं तुम्हारा स्कूटर.
Tournament leader Jordan Spieth. Final preparation. He just had a wee wobble at the end of the round yesterday. 3-putted 16, missing a 4-footer, and didn't look really comfortable in his one back. And then on 17, he had a 4-footer, and he looked at the hole, which he hadn't done all day. Anyway, Connolly on the first. This for birdie.
Oh, well done, young Austin Conley. What a great start. A really impressive Open debut from the young Canadian.
McIlroy swinging left, right. Oh, just fell off in the end the other way. Sam, I feel like I want to run out on the golf course and watch this. The excitement out there, the shouting and the screaming, and I just have this feeling that there's going to be a lot of great things happening this afternoon.
This will be a really good par for Richie Ramsey if he can knock this one in. No.
Man lying second in the last group. Kuchar.
Yeah, well, you can look relaxed and then you can look like Matt Kuchar. You wouldn't have thought this was the Open Championship. He's walking on there like he's going out with some of his friends.
A slightly shaky start by Gary Woodland.
I saw Henley pull it left off the tee at 6, back onto the fairway. Third to here. Is this for his par? Just off the left side, maybe 6 inches from the left. Oh, what a great par! What a great par, Russell Henley. Stays 1 under.
Fisher for birdie. Oh, well read. All that time he's spending in the putting green with our good friend Ken Brown is beginning to pay dividends. He's putted very much better this year, Ross.
Kepka's tee shot finished at the first.
Then you can really hit it, you know. What's it secure, that bunker? Bunker's 4 short, so it's sort of 139 to carry the bunker. This has got to go then. Right, okay. We'll back quarter 9 then. Right, commit to it. Keep it left.
Not sure where that went. I thought it was going away big and right for some reason. Oh, it did. I thought I saw a ball going across there. This is big trouble for Koepka in the first. I think he's in between the bushes.
Yeah, that's where
flyer, Thomas, wasn't it?
That's where Rory's trouble started the first morning. That's exactly what he did. Hit it off down the left from the tee, and then he flew it over there in a bush on the right.
Beautiful blue sky, the backdrop to Poulter second into the first.
Postman is on his way.
Little left.
Good shot there from Ian Poulter. Thomas just informed you his nickname's the Postman, in case you're wondering why. It's because he always delivers in the Ryder Cup. Obviously don't have the same postman in Denmark as they do here, Douglas.
Well, here they come. Final pair, match number 39. The niceties are observed. Jordan taking the time to shake hands with so many of the volunteers, the marshals, so many people involved in making the Open Championship the wonderful spectacle that it is. A 2-time major champion already, Jordan Spieth. Still just a very young man early in his career. His 24th birthday is next week.
It's Matsuyama, birdie at 5, this for birdie at 6. Fantastic second in here to the 6th. Excellent job. World number 2's on the march.
Dustin Johnson for another birdie at the par 5 15th. That gets him to 6 under for the round. Needs 2 more birdies in the last 3 holes, and there's another par 5 to come. That, of course, would match Brandon Grace's historic 62 less than an hour ago. Van Phillips is out with the final, or second last pair. Perfect day for playing golf, Van, isn't it? Well, it is a perfect day, but obviously not hearing us just at the moment.
That's an outstanding shot from there. Could easily have left it up there or knocked it across the other side of the green. A good chance for Koepka's par at the first. 2 poor shots to open with.
Another iron for McIlroy off the tee. He's looking a little bit worried about this one. Shouldn't do. Perfect.
Just 2 more players to go.
This is game number 39. On the tee from the USA, Matt Kuchar.
Good week last week in the Scottish Open at Dundonald. Finished 4th, played a lot of good golf, got himself acclimatised to the different challenge that links golf presents.
On the tee from the USA, Jordan Spieth.
Just a phenomenal start to his tour career. 2015, 2 majors, and then 4th and 2nd in his next 2.
It's ugly. Horrid lie.
Last 2 players then are on the golf course. Up ahead, Ian Poulter with
Probably now in bed. This is Brandon Stone for birdie on the first.
Or if Dougie's coming back
his
to
moving day going if he gets this in. Beautiful. Nice start.
He's now in second place, 4 under, the young 20-year-old from Canada. Fantastic. 1 bounce and in. What do they call it? A slam dunk, Dougie?
He's allowed to smile. What a great shot. 1 bounce, straight in. Here it comes. Well, we said this could be one of the great days golf, and the evidence is piling up, isn't it? Now Koepka, this to save his par on the opening hole.
One slides by. Not the start he was looking for. to be fair. The tee shot was left, the second shot was right. Richie Ramsey, after a shaky start off in the first, making bogey. This is for birdie. Go on, go on. Yeah, why not? Having a lot of fun down on that second green now.
That's the mailman going to deliver at the first. This for par. Oh, that was not in the script.
Yeah, it's not over yet. We just turned to McIlroy on a third. He's asking it to come down. Yeah, he's just turned that a bit. Stay there. Not the hardest of chip shots, but he'll be disappointed missing the green.
Good lie for Spieth on top of this hill. Got a bit lucky here, and you can see the flag and all the green, 184 yards. He'd be aiming middle of the green. There's a bunker guarding the front. Bit of a fly lie this, but a little bit into the breeze that's going to help him.
That's long.
Well, that's okay. Thought he'd jump a bit out of there. At least he's chipping up the hill from the back of the green. Jordan Spieth dip.
Brought to you by Hero Maestro Edge. Style Hutke in association.
Relatively straightforward chip. Not his very best, but should make his part.
Good lie for Spieth. Got to chip it into a little dell, and it goes up a little bank, so he's going to pitch it a couple of yards on the green, and then let it skip up that bank and release.
Make no mistake, Jamie, he's lining this up.
I've been watching him for 2 days. I'm expecting him to go in, Grace.
He won't be really happy with that.
Well, the round the course, this is Henrik Stenson on the 14th. Birdie chance for the defending champion, who's 4 under today. He's in the group at 2 under, only 4 back. Wonderful goal from Henrik Stenson. That dreadful incident when his rented house was broken into and they lost a lot of family valuables and all his clothes for the week. And that might just have been on his mind yesterday. And he looks to be back to normal today.
Little tester for Rory here. All the way round, but it's in the hole.
Kuchar to get within one of Spieth. We've seen a lot of that over the last 2 weeks for Cooch. He's played tee to green very nicely. Not that he's putted poorly, but not a lot has gone for him.
Yeah, it's a funny day, this. It was so exciting that Sunday on last year when Henrik won. He's starting to get that feeling again. There's so much great going on out there. So many great things happening. People holding shots, and that 62 from Brandon Grace. Let's return to Austin Connolly. Just about the best start you can get in golf. Birdie eagle out of the rough here. Still staring it down. Don't know where that went. Well, moving about over there. He might just be in amongst the crowds.
Testy one for Spieth. Straight in. Short game's been impeccable. Short putting.
The statistics about Jordan Spieth in all sorts of areas are just phenomenal. He's now played 67 rounds in majors. He's led after 13 of them. That's nearly 20% of all major rounds he's played. He's been top of the leaderboard. It's just unbelievable. Big putt for Johnson, though. Didn't expect him to miss that. That's only a par. And it means he's going to have to birdie the last two, or perhaps eagle 17. And that would, of course, get him alongside Brandon Grace with a 62. McIlroy at the shot fourth. Front hole position today. Brings that front bunker into play a little.
Well, weren't expecting that.
No, that was a total miscue from him there. ...302 yards to those bunkers you can see out there in the far distance in the second.
Cheers echoing around this golf course. It's some Saturday. I don't think he can quite reach those bunkers. Cooch is a lovely win for this hole, just in off the right hand side. Hold it up nicely. A little bit of a dog leg. Looks a nice drive, straight at the bunkers. No problem.
Yeah, all these cheers going around. Are we at Augusta or with the Open Championship?
A lot of people out here to be cheering as well. Great, it's packed. Spieth hasn't hit many fairways this week. Only hit 8 greens yesterday. I think if he drives the ball well, he's the man to beat. But he's already missed one fairway today. This club needs to work for him today, for me. Way right.
Yeah. If he has a weakness, then clearly that's it. The par 5, 17th, Dustin Johnson.
Great drive, even with that guy behind him shouting.
Second shot here, McIlroy at the par 3. Tricky little shot. He hasn't, has he? Yes! McIlroy for a 2. How about that?
We wondered whether that was a McIlroy cheer when we heard that a few minutes ago. That's exactly what it was. Terrible tee shot, but it's still a 2 in the card.
Beautiful move through the ball there from Rory, controlling his flight, and just rolls nicely into the middle of the hole.
$3 he was at the start of the week to miss the cut, as his form coming into the Open Championship was not that good. Now he's only 3 off the lead.
Austin, missing the third green in among the spectators. How's the recovery? A little strong.
Stenson, second shot on 15. He's 5 under par for the day, Henrik. Might just be getting into that mode where we know him, and then he's very dangerous. Hang on. Not the most difficult chip in the world on a par 5. Looking to get that up and down.
Ramsey on the third long birdie chance for the Scot. Almost equidistant for the final pair. All down to the lie for Kuchar and Spieth. Koepka and Poulter both made pars at 2.
Just a little bit more, and then this is take 5 off for a little cooler than what I'm used to.
For Spieth, ball below his feet, but it's another flying line. This one's going to go.
Not sure, but I don't think it jumps.
The flag is back left. He's got the angle into this pin.
A little punch 55 shot.
It's just a case of how it comes out of this lie. Sometimes you expect them to jump and they don't. You've got to take this into account. Similar lie to the first hole for Jordan.
That's a great result. Straight back up the hill for birdie at 2 for our championship leader.
.159 for Cooch from a good lie. He's got a little late iron. Breeze off the right, up the hill. Not easy to get it all the way back here.
Beautiful shot from Matt Kuchar, straight down the flag. Now then, Mr. Johnson. It's time for that eagle. Not where you want to be. That was about the only place he couldn't miss it, Dustin.
Back to Austin Conley, the 20-year-old who came through final qualifying at Royal Cinque Ports to make it into his first Open. What a week he is having. I'm sure his first objective was simply to make the cut, play all 4 rounds like most people in their first Open, but he's on the leaderboard.
Third shot, Rafa. Bump and run, nicely done. Raised his arm in the air, he knew it. Is he having some fun on the golf course lately?
Oh, this is just terrific, isn't it?
Brought to you by Hero Maestro Edge, Style Hutke, in association with the new...
Oh, how good is this? Beautifully played. And he's not going to be giving this claret jug up lightly.
Well, it's a birdie fest out here. The course is in great nick. Greens are soft. They're running beautifully. They're only interested in birdies today, every hole. Cooch has got a great chance here. Just coming off the shoulder, though, here. It's just going to get away to the right and then straighten at the hole.
Well, Wayne's absolutely right. If Cooch can find a way to start doing that more often today, and he's going to be a real challenger for his first Open Championship. 5 under, just one behind now. Tricky one this though for the world number 1. That's 17.
Home run. That's what's supposed to happen when you're threatening to shoot 63 or 62 in a major championship. You get a little nervy, a little toey, but Brandon Grace didn't do that. Connolly from the front of the green.
Casey, lengthy birdie putt here on 17. Beautiful ball, beautiful. Great putt.
Birdie putt now for Ramsey at the par 3. Get in there. Yes. Lap of honour.
Well, after a bogey at the first, that's 2 birdies in the next 3 for Ramsey, so he's not being left out either. What a day of scoring.
He got the line of Casey.
Come on.
Come on. Dustin, he'll be seriously disappointed with that. After a beautiful tee shot on 17, he's going to walk off with a par.
Second on his own now, Kutcher.
Unless I do it just down.
It's classic. Beef for birdie. Trying to kick our day off with an even bigger chair. Go on, go on.
Blue next to us.
Good par for Connolly. First par of the day.
Well, the average score on day 1 at the Open was exactly 72. The course's par. Yesterday it ballooned to 74 to over. Today the average score is 68. Soft greens after all the rain yesterday, and of course in beautiful condition, wonderful atmosphere. Brandon Grace is 62, making history, first ever 62 in a major. We've been waiting 80 some years since the Masters began, since we had the accepted 4 majors, for someone to shoot 62. Brandon Grace is the first to do it, and we really did think that about an hour and a half later Dustin Johnson might equal or even better it, but that now looks a remote possibility.
McIlroy for eagle on 5. Has he hit it? Oh, well, he went in at pace on 4, that chip shot. We left this one short for eagle, but it's still a fantastic start for Rory. He's 3 under par through 5 holes. Exactly what he was looking for. And he's now in a tie for third. Had a quick look at that leaderboard. I thought I was looking at the world rankings for 1 second.
Just a fantastic day's golf. I'm sure you're enjoying it wherever you're watching it. Alongside me, Dougie Donnelly, in the commentary box at the moment. It's Thomas Bjorn and Wayne Grady. Van Phillips and Jamie Spence out on the golf course. And Sam Torrance and Tony Johnson will be back with us a little later. Oh! Just as well that one went in. That was travelling. Brooks Koepka getting in the act.
Just an iron for Dustin Johnson at 18. As he leaked it a little bit too much. No, perfect. It'd be lovely to have all that disposable distance. Par putt for Woodland. Lost his tee shot, we're hearing. It's a great par. We saw Adam Scott earlier in the day lose his tee shot, knocked it on the front of the green with his provisional or his third shot and hold it from about 80 feet for par.
Yeah, 287 yards off the tee for Matt Kocher, 286 for Jordan Spieth. Right there next to each other.
There it is.
Yeah, about 7-8 paces right of it.
Disappears in the people.
Yeah, it does. It's got cover top here. 62.
What's the hole?
73.
Could you say you were going to go first?
Look at 173 yards, both balls. Perfect spot. Getting close to this flag, not easy. Right in the back, right-hand corner, 30 yards on the green. And slightly down breeze. Cooch having to go first. This is suit Cooch. He can shake the ball both ways, but he prefers to just hit a little cut, and that's perfect on the middle of the green. Time for Cooch.
Follow that, partner.
With 20 down, that club was
20 down.
I'm saying 20 miles an hour down.
That was back. That was before it was 75 degrees.
Yeah, true.
It's got to carry 65.
62.
I know. We want to pitch this at 65.
Yep.
Which is playing.
A little under 60.
Yeah.
Well, they like a chat. Same club for Spieth. What a beautiful day it is out here. In contrast to yesterday's rain.
Softly. Softly.
Follow that, partner, indeed. Oh, this is just a feast of golf. Whatever you've got planned for the rest of this afternoon, or wherever you are in the world, for goodness sake, cancel it. You're not going to want any of this. Want to miss any of this. Another sensational shot from Jordan Spieth.
Softly. Softly.
A little too soft in the end. It would have made it if just a touch more. Isn't that magnificent? So good we'll see it again.
Jordan Spieth about to move to 7 under, but Matt Kuchar could well stay just one behind. Let's go further round the course. Henrik Stenson, defending champion. Only 3 behind now, Henrik.
Stay there. Stay. That was his caddy Gareth Lord, you could hear coming in on the act there. Getting a bit excited now.
Still one of the hardest holes in the course, the long par 4 6th. But in these conditions, it's a little less of a challenge. He misses the fairway, but doesn't look to be in too much trouble. Par 70, Royal Birkdale for the Open. It's normally a 72. The members play this hole and the 18th as par 5s.
To Dustin Johnson, coming to the end of a fine round of golf. Well, that was fortunate. And that ends up in the middle of the green. Might as well have been in the bunker there, Dustin.
I'll put yours back too.
Jordan Spieth tapped in for his birdie at the 3rd, moves to 7 under. In his quest for a 3rd major title. Came so close in 2015 at St Andrews, of course. Just one putt that pulled up short out of the playoff between Zach Johnson, Louis Oosthuizen and Mark Leishman.
Miss Caddy Woody does the aim point for Cooch. Signalled a little left to right, that's what I've got as well, but don't leave the hole, Matt. Sort of just inside, nice and firm.
Two in a row for Cooch.
Brought to you by Hero Maestro Edge. Style Hatke.
Changes on the leaderboard.
Second shot at 10. Up the hill, pin on the front left. Calling for it to sit. Well, it did. We got a highlight reel just continuing.
It's the longest highlights program in Open history. That's how it looks at the moment. Brandon Grace's record 62 takes him to 4 under par, currently tied for 3rd. Jordan Spieth now on 7 under. Matt Kuchar keeping up with his playing partner, both birdieing the 3rd. A little bit further down, there's Chan Kim after that wonderful shot into 10. 65s, 3 of them early on, and then the 62 from Brandon Grace. Day of fabulously low scoring.
Seen a few shots there, and I can only think that at the last minute they're going, don't pull it left, and they just hold it out there.
Well, Kuchar hit a 6 iron there from 182 yards. Spieth's hitting a 7. Just got to avoid the bunkers here. They're all short. There's 3 of them to catch the players out here. And a slight breeze into. This is a big one.
obviously confident in his striking because that's a big 7-iron for Jordan Spieth. If the wind's into him. Have a look at Rory. Just found the rough here on the 6th hole. Just got to be careful with this one. Yeah, he's asking you to sit straight away. Might just have jumped a little bit on him. Nah, that's about as perfect as you want it from there.
Connolly somewhere between the lines, never hit it hard enough or high enough. Stenson, he had a chance too, make that to go to 6 under with 17 and 18 coming up, but still could finish 3-3. Now, Dustin Johnson on the last hole. This is for a 63, which would have equaled the lowest round ever shot in major championship history.
You can hardly be disappointed with a 64 in the 3rd round of a major, but I'm sure DJ will be. He had the chance to equal or maybe even better Brandon Grace's score. But more importantly, he's now got a chance of winning a 2nd major when he goes out tomorrow. 64 for Dustin Johnson. He's at 3 under. Just how far behind is he going to be, I wonder?
Drivable 5th, Koepka with 3 wood. Be a driver and 5-iron for Dougie Donnelly, but it's a 3 wood for Brooks Koepka.
Thanks for the encouraging words, Thomas.
You're hitting it longer, dude.
I am. I found a few more yards, Greg. Yeah. Look at that view. Good indication too of the fact that Royal Birkdale is maybe a slightly unusual open course, that we're not right next to the sea. It's still very much links land, but there's a road, as you can see, between the course and that great beach here in Southport and out into the sea. What a great golf course, though. So good to see it being played in these conditions today, because yesterday was pretty miserable. But an average score today of 68 is almost beyond belief. 72 in day 1, 74 yesterday, so it's playing 6 shots easier today than it was yesterday.
Yes, the R&A aren't very happy. I walked past their office before, and Peter Dawson, the ex-executive, they were giving him oxygen. The scoring was that good.
A little bit right to left early here for Cooch, and then it straightens up. Spieth will be watching this. He's going to get in behind it. There he goes. Oh, that was very good, Matt. Didn't show Jordan anything.
Just talking a course setup, the course playing much easier today. Hardest hole on the course today is the 12th. Interestingly, the par 3, which has got a back right pin position today, and that's the hardest hole, averaging 3.22.
Poltz on the 5th. It's not up to the best of starts today. He started with a bogey and all pars from there, but this is a good tee shot. Can it stay out of bunker? Yeah, go on. Well done, Poltz. Might just help him getting the round going.
Pretty good to run it through that gap. Now Spieth at 4.
Well, we know it's pretty slow up here. A little bit left to right early, then it's pretty straight overall here for Spieth. Needs to be firm. Not that firm.
And I push that straight offline. It's very rare you see Jordan like that.
That's an interesting stat. If Jordan Spieth does go on and win this Open, he'll be younger than Tiger was when he won his third major title?
Third separate major. All
Third
different.
separate major, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Turning into a disappointing hole for Matt Kuchar after those two wonderful birdies on 2 and 3. This is a bogey 4.
This is Jamie Lovemark. A birdie chance at the 7th. His first of the round. He's going to have to play catch up, and he's made it, the 29-year-old. Only his second Open, missed a cut at Troon last year. Parred the first 6 holes, but gets a birdie at 7.
Should just be a formality here for Spieth, down the hill straight, but taking his time. Looked at the hole as he made that stroke. He doesn't do it all the time, does he? He sort of mixes it up a little.
Which is unusual in itself, Wayne, isn't it?
Yes. I used to just close my eyes, scared to see what I did.
This would certainly change Ian Poulter's fortunes. An eagle putt at the 5th.
McIlroy, 6th hole. Never really got it online, that one. But par on the 6th is always a good score.
Yes, even in today's easier conditions, the 6th is still the second hardest hole and averaging over its par. Kepka Hawkeye showing us the options, all depending on pace, but you've got to be in one of those lines, just a little bit short of pace.
Justin Leonard was saying the other day that they need to try and find a pulse on this guy. He's very cool.
We saw it there, 3 birdies in a row, and he looked as if he was just out for a game with his buddies.
Come back.
This looks a seriously talented young player, Austin Conley, and the evidence of the last few days.
He needs this one, Ian. Yeah, perfect. Well done. We have a strong finish here, Henrik. You wouldn't be counting against him tomorrow. He's right in there. Oh, he's chucked this one. It's not going to be easy from there with that flag.
Guy nearly ran into it. McIlroy, 7. It's a really good little hole today. Pin back left. So they've done it. Not impossible, but quite difficult.
Well, surprise to me, he's laying up here, Spieth. He's only got 268 to the front of the green. Keeping his ball under control. He's not a bad wedge player, is he? It's a long way back, though. I would imagine most of the guys have been trying to take this on, boys, haven't they?
They have.
Gooch is having a go. Yeah, the cheers go up. As soon as he gets the driver out. There's a little gap in the trees above our TV tower. And that's exactly where they've got to aim. Try and score a goal between those. It's pretty wide down there. There is a bit of trouble right and left, but this will suit Gooch. A little cut round the corner. Plenty of bunkers round by the green, but really where the flag is, they shouldn't cause too many problems, but he's totally blind here.
Oh, fantastic. Well, we've been talking about how Jordan Spieth's driver hasn't been that good the last couple of days, so that's probably a very wise choice, taking the iron off the tee.
A hole that Ricky Fowler made 2, Rory McIlroy arguably should have, but Kent Bull made 6.
Get down, I would say. That's okay.
This is what's facing McIlroy down through into that little hill there. Tricky little one. Yeah. It was always going to be difficult, that one. I think Austin Connolly would like Rafa Cabrera-Bello to hit this one. He holed it from there. Yeah, great job.
That was in Irving, Texas, which I seem to remember is where Sergio and Angela are getting married next week. I know they are getting married in Texas. I think it's in Irving. Anyway, McIlroy limiting the damage. Ooh. That's going to be a bogey for Rory McIlroy. Chan Kim on 11.
Birdie start to the back 9. He's got a great day out there with the great Ernie Els. Watch Richie Ramsey for par. No, he never got that one going.
Bogey putt here for McIlroy. Just holding his momentum.
Well, 123 yards for Spieth. Tight flag on the left. Wants to keep it right of the flag with a wedge.
Sit down.
Looks like he's done just that.
That's not too bad, especially the way he putts. Always remember Corey Pavin used to say, as long as I got it on the green, I felt I had a chance. Now Stenson has had a drop, but still not much of a shot from here. Actually, he got to change the angle where he dropped it, so that still wasn't a great pitch.
Here's how it looks, the third round of the 146th Open Championship. Jordan Spieth still with that two-shot lead over Brooks Koepka and Matt Kuchar. USA 1-2-3, and Brandon Grace's record 62. Dustin Johnson 64. 65 from Sean Norris, Scott Hend and Jason Day. Jason Duffner a 66, same score as David Drysdale, Mark Leishman, Tommy Fleetwood. Wonderful scoring on this Open Saturday. Beef made it round in 67, he's inside the top 15. Another good Open it would appear for one of the crowd favourites.
Koepka on 6. Got Poulter in the front right bunker. Beautiful second shot. This is going to stay on, or is it going to trickle back? Stay. It's a cruel game, Wayne, isn't it?
Sometimes it is, isn't it? Oh, stop. I never thought it'd go back that far. Okay, Cooch for eagle here at 5. Hit it, get there. Oh, my. That was to momentarily tie with Spieth. Moves to 6 under, 2 under for his round, 3 birdies, 1 bogey.
That was so unlucky, wasn't it? The ball finished behind the hole. Conley at the 7th. That's a tee that they haven't used so far this week, the right side forward tee.
You seriously got no idea how good a shot that is.
Brought to you by Hero Maestro Edge. Style Hatke.
To left to right.
Just a par, but never a bad score on the 6th. Stay at 7 under. 1 ahead of Kuchar, his playing partner.
Apart from the first hole, he's played quite solidly, Sam, and he just hasn't made much. Brooks Koepka on 7. Just a little unlucky to get back here, but not a difficult bunker shot. Won't be happy with that. Knees well flexed to stay down. Everything looked good, just too much. Hit it too hard.
You think it's going to hit the club again here, wouldn't you? Look, oh. Now, very important shot for McIlroy here. Just bogeyed 7 after a flying start, but he wants to just stop the bleeding here. Up and down for his par. He's thinned it a wee bit. It's dreadfully thinned, that. No, a little lull. Last half hour from Rory, not happy.
Poulter for birdie. It's down in a little bowl. Always a little low.
Stenson 18. A yard and a second shot. It would stiff, but caught the top of the trap down to here. This for his birdie. He's not holed much this week, the defending champion. That's a fine 65 for Stenson. 6 birdies, 1 bogey. Well, if they don't run away with it today, they'll be within 4 or 5 shots of the lead going into tomorrow.
Par putt for Koepka. Oh. And he, like McIlroy, going the wrong way. Not a time to be backing up.
Why are they shouting Europe? What is wrong with these people? Now a big putt here now for McIlroy. Poor chip, this for his par. I'm watching him, not the ball. Oh! Close, but it's another bogey. 2 in a row now for Rory. Just the 1 under for the day, 2 under overall. Better having the bogeys now than at the end of the round. Is plenty of time to rectify it.
9-9 for Kuchar. Just hanging it a little bit right. But a good safe play. When you roll it like Cooch.
So Connolly's tee shot. Don't be too greedy here. Just knock it out up the fairway. Oh, he hit the face. He's so lucky it's come out. He's very lucky there. That was a huge, and we could see it when we're both thinking it because he's got too much club in his hand. It's a sand wedge out. Leave yourself 100 yards to a very easy pin, but he's 20.
Yep. He'll make plenty more mistakes by the time he's finished. Spieth.
I think he likes it. Oh. A majestic iron shot from Spieth. A little unlucky pitching on the downslope short of the pin. That could easily have bounced forward, been stone dead, but it didn't. But it's still a good shot.
Eagle putt for Fisher to get to 304 back. Turn, turn. He was right up in the leaderboard at Troon in 09 and going into the last day and finished 13th, and that's still his best finish ever in an Open Championship for Fisher.
Exit, that'll spin back. Not as much as I thought.
Yeah, we haven't seen many spinning back today. Yesterday we did. It was amazing, but today you would have thought you might have seen some more.
9th tee, McIlroy. Just an iron to the top of the hill. He doesn't like it. It's a touch left. They like it, but he knows more. Yep, and that's why. Oh, it's come out the other side. That's fine. That's a big hit, actually.
When you get it in the air.
Stay there.
You only have to get it in the air, and a lot of the gallery like it.
Spieth at the top. Kuchar second. Grace 62. What a score. They finally beat the 63.
What about this leaderboard, Sam? It's unbelievable, isn't it?
It's building up beautifully. I'm not sure if the top two, if they make 3 or 4 birdies, nobody chases them again, they're going to have a nice gap going into tomorrow. But if they don't, oh, what a final day. 706 under the top two, and it drops back to 4.
Turn.
Lovely tee shot, 7 from Kuchar. at this guy. I mean, right in the front door. An inch short. 2. So Connolly's third to here. Maybe just a touch off the left. Oh, that was an X, unlucky. It was a good putt. So a bogey for young Connolly.
Push the tee up here on the 7th. This one's going to break left to right off this shoulder.
Eight under Spieth. 2 shots clear of Kuchar and 4 shots clear of third. Stenson and Mickelson ran away with it last year. Nicholson finishing 11 clear of third. Stenson, sorry. They have an opportunity now to do that, these two. Bounce off each other, make 3 or 4 birdies from here to the end.
Ooh. Probably a good break that it got to there. He can get it to the green. Oh, wow. Just drove it straight into the hill.
4 should have hit 7.
McIlroy sacked to 9. He needs a good one. He likes the look of it. Is the distance right? Separate, excellent shot from McIlroy. That's what he needs. More of that.
Poulter from 149. He's got a little bit of breeze helping him off the left. The pin's tucked on a little plateau on the right hand side, so the wind should help him to access that pin, but still it's a tiny little space to land the ball.
Very likely. Oh, I hesitate to call clubs for these guys now.
Yes, Randall?
Oh, man. Tell you what, that is 3 iron shots. He's absolutely stuck. First hole to about 8 inches.
Johnson, another tap in for birdie.
To fairway next.
Excellent, 4 birdies. A lot steeper into the rough, meaning from the top of the swing you bring it straight down on top of it, as opposed to the normal sweeping shot, because you don't want to catch the rough on the downswing.
Well, Fisa Golf this afternoon. Another great hole, the 8th, dog leg, right to left, difficult tee shot, wind, well, not much wind really, don't get any, hardly any breeze today really for a links golf course. Huge crowds everywhere you look, and Spieth hit it in this left-hand bunker yesterday. Just pulled it a little bit off this tee. There's a couple of bunkers at 307, he'll be aiming at those further down the right-hand side.
Yeah, this is perfect. Good hit for a 3-wood to a nice release.
Brought to you by Hero Maestro Edge. Style Hatke.
Excellent putt. Up to 2 under for the day, 3 under for the championship. 5 behind. That'll give him momentum for the back 9. You know, great putts on 10 and 11 yesterday for par, so we'll be looking to play them better.
Koepka with a very makeable putt here, around 18 feet, just breaking off his left. Did very well with that wedge shot.
Second shot for Fisher, 16, pin centre left. Very inviting. Stick there. Wonderful shot. That's all right, anytime.
Young Connolly, second to 9. Perfect tee shot. It's only 20. What an experience for him. And he's relishing it. What another fantastic shot. Go on! Oh, oh! Well, he holds his second at the second. He's nearly done it at the 9th. That's a gimme birdie for Connolly. Oh, what's he? 3, 2, 1. That'll be 2 or 32.
Ricky Fowler at 17. Oh, get going. Go forward. Okay. He's got a chance from there. He's down in ball a little below his feet, but still got a chance.
McIlroy on 10. With the wind just to iron into the bunker. Let's see, will it carry that one? No, it won't. That's straight in the bunker on the left this time. But a very bad shot for McIlroy. An iron in his hand. Jamie Spieth's 3-wood went past Kuchar's best drive there.
It's not a bad 3-wood, Sam, is it? 317 yards. .137 left for Cooch. He's staring straight at it. Not an easy flag actually on that right hand side, just on a little shelf, so you've got to be really accurate here with your wedge.
Yeah, that's a great shot from Cooch. Jamie, what sort of shape does Cooch hit? Is he predominantly left to right, or is?
Yeah, I was watching him on the range, Wayne, earlier, yeah, and he was most of his shots are left to right, but I think he's got them all.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I love his game. I love his swing. I love his takeaway, the way he hovers the club. It's a great swing for a tall man. He's so flat when he swings it. And this man's just been darting his irons, every one at the flag. I've got to think this one's going the same way. Just a little wedge from 133.
There's a bank on the right if he's pushed it. There it is, he knows. A little unlucky not to spin right down to the hole side there. Good shot though. He's a bit annoyed because he pushed it, but it's okay.
Koepka at 9, just at the right end of the big tent down there is their line. That's A1.
Ross Fisher, 16, has to get to 3 under. Excellent, very good, Roscoe. Birdie Birdie the last two. 5 under for the day. He had a run at the Open at Turnberry a number of years ago when he took a 9 at the fourth or fifth hole in the third round. Just ruined his chances. Spieth, too clear of Kuchar, then Kupka. Grace with a 62, Dustin Johnson 64. Incredible day's golf. As Fisher tied 5th, par 5 coming up. McIlroy in the bunker at 10 though. Conley, as he sees, tapped in at the 9th. Kim going with, well, 2 under after 14. He's on the par 5 15th. Matsuyama, number 2 in the world, a couple under today. They're all falling a bit behind Spieth.
We got 6 of the world's top 11 players in the top 10, so it's a heck of a leaderboard. It's something you really look for.
That's obviously down to the testament of how good their golf is, but it's also down to how good this golf course is. Birkdale, fairest of them all, I think.
Yeah, when you go back to the US Open, I believe it was the top 3 players in the world missed the cut. First time ever in a major that the 3 leading players in the world rankings missed the cut.
And it was meant to suit them. We heard before they went there, it'll suit the long hitters, it's quite wide. Anyway, Jamie down there. What do you think, Jamie?
I think it's a little bit left to right, Sam. His caddy's been in there doing the aim point for Cooch. He seems to rely on him a lot, Woody. But it's not going to do much. Doesn't want to leave the hole here, Cooch.
And it was never going to leave the hole. Spencer.
His 4th birdie, Kuchar. 1 bogey out in 31. I do apologise, that's the 8th. He's not out in 31 yet. He can go out in 30 with a birdie at 9.
Just when he birdied 9 to get it going back the right way again. Oh no. Well, this could derail Rory. He'd fought back so well.
Spieth, outside right. Get to 9 under. Just poured in the middle of the hole. So 2 birdies there from the Americans. They go 9 and 7 under. 5 under's 3rd. Great stuff. The Americans at the top.
Fisher there, 5 under for the day. He finished 3-3 for a 62. Possibilities are endless. Poulter, second shot. Beautiful. Coming off bogey at 8, Poulter. He's got that for an outward half of 34. Wow.
Well, at least it didn't go back in the bunker. He's got a chance. Oh. That'll be a tough up and down for bogey there. No green. Almost impossible, this shot. You need to play it like a baseball shot round your body. Just overhooked it.
It was almost an amazing shot, wasn't it?
No, fantastic contact from that position. And he gets up and down. It'll just be a 5, just 1 gone.
Koepka, 159. Good chance there for Koepka. Alone in third position, 2 under for his round.
Spieth, nice tee.
Blind tee shot here at 9, pretty awkward, but you only want to hit it about 260. Straight downwind as well, split fairway here, but you want to keep it on the top shelf if you can.
This one's perfect, Jamie.
Yeah, been in that corner every day, Sam. 3 days in a row now. Good spot there.
It's actually just ran through and gone into the trough in the rough. It's no big problem, but it's not perfect now.
Just an awkward shot this. It's easy to drift it right, and there's a big gully down there with all thick stuff, so players are all trying to get it down that left-hand side. It's a safe place to go. You hit driver, you can get it down the flat, but it's just not worth it.
Have you seen crowds bigger than this before, Jamie?
Only at the Arsenal Greats.
It's a great atmosphere, isn't it?
It's incredible, honestly. They're out in force yesterday in the rain. The sun comes out and they double the numbers. Cooch can't quite get settled here. I always found this a awkward tee shot. It just, the angle of it, you feel like you've got to hit the ball so far left. You want to hit it right, but left half the fairway is perfect for Cooch.
It's a bit right. Need to get lucky with a lie. And one of our co-commentators, Richard Boxall, doesn't like this tee either. This is where he broke his leg all those years ago.
1991. He's playing with Colin Montgomery.
And Colin asked the group ahead if he could join them, which was Mark James. And
Brought to you by Hero Maestro Edge. Style Hatke.